On Friday, March 25th, the Ukraine's Prosecutor General, Irina Venediktova, has said that as of March 24th, 1 month after the Ukraine invasion began, a total of 2,472 cases were documented by her office, believed to contravene its criminal code on the rules of war. The Ukraine's Prosecutor General told the BBC that the country is in the process of documenting such incidents for future prosecution against Russia. One of these potential war crime cases include the killing of Father Rostyslav Dudarenko on March 5th. Father Dudarenko, age 45, was the parish priest in the village of Yasnohorodka, some 25 miles west of the capital, Kyiv. A small group of volunteers in the village had taken up their positions at a checkpoint to guard the entrance to the community. Across the country, checkpoints were springing up at the entrance to towns and villages, mostly manned by local volunteers, without any formal military training. On the afternoon of March 5th, Rostislav Dudarenko, the village priest, was at the Yasnohorodka checkpoint. His role was to check approaching vehicles. But like all military chaplains, he was also there to offer the group spiritual support. He was dressed in civilian clothes. That afternoon, he and about a dozen others checking cars on their way into the village learned that 3 Russian tanks had driven through Yasnohorodka. An eyewitness told the BBC that the group of volunteers left the checkpoint to hide in the woods, ready to confront the tanks if necessary. As the Russian troops approached the checkpoint, they started firing in all directions, said the eyewitness, whom the BBC identified with a pseudonym, Yukim. When they realized we were hiding in the grass, they went off-road to run us over with tanks. Yukim testified that when the tanks returned to the road, the priest, wearing civilian clothing, broke cover. I saw Rostislav raise the cross above his head, get up from his hideaway, screaming something and walking towards them, Yukim said. Perhaps he wanted to stop them. I tried to call him. Shots were then fired in Father Dudarenko's direction. From Yukim's perspective, they appeared to be aimed directly at the priest. And that was it, he said. He made just a couple of steps and fell. Yukim, who was shot and injured in the attack, believes that everyone in the group would have been killed if Ukrainian military personnel had not arrived at that moment to push the Russians back. The late Father Dudarenko's friend, Father Sergei Soma, told the BBC, as a priest, Dudarenko refused to bear arms. Rostislav was a kind and optimistic person. I think that's why he went to try and stop the Russians. According to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees UNHCR, 1,035 civilians have been killed in Ukraine since the beginning of the invasion, and a further 1,650 injured. This number includes at least 90 children killed as of March 24th. Higher estimates, however, are provided by the Ukrainian side, according to which over 3,000 inhabitants died in Mariupol alone, including approximately 300 who had taken cover in the drama theater. On March 16, the International Court of Justice in The Hague declared Russian aggression against Ukraine illegal and demanded an immediate end to it. The charges of Russia committing war crimes are now pending before the International Criminal Court.